4 forgotten Islamic prophets that are also in the Hebrew Bible. The Quran and the Bible tell overlapping stories of several prophets. Noah built an ark to survive the flood. Moses led the Israelites out of Egypt and received the Torah. These men are revered by Jews, Christians, and Muslims alike. Yet Islam has other prophets, less known outside the faith. 1. Ishmael. Ishmael is important in Islam, but overlooked in the Bible. Abraham's wife, Sarah, was unable to have children. Sarah told Abraham to sleep with her servant Hagar. Hagar gave birth to Ishmael. Ishmael means God hears. Abraham named Ishmael for a reason. He thought he was the promised son. But 13 years later, Sarah had a miracle. At age 90, she gave birth to Isaac. Abraham took Hagar and Ishmael into the desert and left them. Though abandoned, Ishmael survived. God promised he would start a great nation. Muslims see Ishmael as a prophet and patriarch of the Arabs. Ishmael and Abraham built the Kaaba in Mecca together. During Hajj, Muslims reenact Hagar's search for water in the desert. 2. Hud. Hud is mentioned several times in the Quran, but few biographical details are given. Hud was sent to the ancient Arab tribe called the Ad. The Ad worshipped idols and refused to listen to Hud. Hud told them to worship only Allah. He warned them to repent or face Allah's punishment, but the Ad dismissed Hud as crazy. After years of Hud preaching, Allah sent a devastating 7-day sandstorm. It destroyed the disbelieving Ad people. The ruins of their city can still be seen in modern-day Oman. Hud and his small group of followers were spared for their faith. 3. Salih. Salih was a prophet, descended from Noah's son Sam. Salih preached belief in one God to the Thamud civilization. The Thamud carved homes into cliffs in Arabia. They knew advanced stonework, but worshipped idols. Salih urged them to worship only Allah. He warned of punishment if they refused. But Thamud leaders mocked Salih. Salih prayed for a sign to convince them. Then a pregnant she-camel emerged from the rocks.
"Do not harm this camel, and let her drink freely."
Salih cautioned. Months passed as the camel wandered the Thamud lands while Salih preached to the people. The people feared harming the camel, or Salih. Eventually, the Thamud leaders conspired to kill the she-camel. They hamstrung her and slaughtered her brutally. Salih was distraught. He prophesied that the Thamud people would be destroyed in 3 days for their crime. The killers were struck down swiftly. Some say thunder and earthquakes ruined Thamud settlements. 4. Shu'aib. Shu'aib was a prophet, known as Jethro in the Bible. He preached belief in one God in the Madian Valley. At the time, Madian was a lush trade area in Arabia. As an outsider, Shu'aib urged people to worship Allah, but rich merchants opposed his preaching. They preferred tree worship and excess profits. For years, Shu'aib preached honesty, charity, and faith. Finally, greedy leaders turned against him. A mob threatened to stone Shu'aib and his family. They ignored his pleas for reform and morality. Soon after, an earthquake devastated Madian. Shu'aib and his fellow believers were rescued.